just leaving work after having a terrible weekend, sick all weekend. Birthday party was on Saturday. So my actual birthday is tomorrow. Get the fucking seatbelt on. And I have been extremely tired due to the fact that I have been playing Black Ops 2 for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. It's been fucking crazy ever since I got it. Kind of thinking maybe I should buy Halo 4. Haven't decided yet. I did play it for the first time over my partner at work's house. He went over there and made some little girls cry. So I'm thinking about going over there to get it. I haven't decided yet. So I probably will end up doing it eventually, but probably not for a while. I'm going to try and stick to Black Ops for a while. I've always been more of a Call of Duty fan than Halo. Although I do like Halo's storylines better. I think Call of Duty's storylines and campaigns are terrible. I don't like zombies that much. The zombies on the new one's not bad, considering the fact that you can verse teams, which is pretty nice. I never understood why they didn't do that before, so I'm pretty happy that they finally came out with that. It's probably about to be loud because the window's going to go down a little. But, yeah, I'm surprised they never did that before. A couple things that have bugged me about Black Ops 2. One, the guns suck, all of them. They don't have I know Black Ops has never been like more of the sniper-orientated game. It's kind of always been Modern Warfare. But I mean, even in the first Black Ops, they had some decent rifles. Now this one, Black Ops 2, they just have shit sniper rifles, which I'm a big sniper. I just pretty much do sniper rifling all the time. So it's either I snipe or I'm a real fast running gunner. I don't like sitting around like everybody else. Yeah, I think the guns are terrible in Black Ops 2. Really, really pissed that the FAMAS isn't in there. I feel like if the FAMAS was in there, it would probably be a lot better. They have the DSR-50 sniper rifle. It's okay, but I don't like all these semi-automatic sniper rifles that they put in there. I think those are all garbage. It's just a way for people to camp and just get multi-kills without even having any real talent. Anyone can sit there and hammer the trigger button 5 times into someone. So I feel like those are kind of garbage. Let's see. The bouncing Bettys are awesome in Black Ops 2. They're extremely powerful compared to the previous games. Shock charges. Those are the most fucking annoying things that I can even think of in that game, is those fucking shock charges. I mean, I like using them. They're nice, but I hate getting hit with shock charges. It seems like it's always me. I mean, I must hit every shock charge going. I play a lot of domination, and domination, demolition, search and destroy. If I'm feeling ballsy, I don't really care about search and destroy too much. I feel like it's just a short game. You don't get too many points for how much you have to do. But yeah, the shock chargers are really annoying. They're awesome to use, but you don't really get many kills with them. They're kind of like you do get a lot of assists with them. You get assists, and then they're nice to have. If you are playing domination or something like that, you can always use those to put next to a door just to see if anyone is coming in, just to freeze them up for a minute so you can hop up, shoot them. Especially in the map Hijacked. Hijacked is really nice. There's a lot of kind of strategic routes you can take in that game. Most people don't think about it because they just think it's just a boat, with 2 ends and then 2 ways to go out, but there's not. There's a lot of strategic routes through that map that most people I don't think have thought of. You always want to kind of stay on the outside of the maps. I mean, at least I try to, being that I usually play domination. So yeah, I usually try and stay to the outsides of the maps. Hijacked actually has almost a whole entire walkway that goes on the outside of the map. It might not be off of the boat or anything cool like that, but you can still get to the outside without too many people seeing you. If they do see you, it's a narrow shot. You know, it's a pretty narrow place to shoot, so, you know, I mean, as long as you're a pretty quick shooter, which, you know, I am. I use a lot of submachine guns. I haven't found an assault rifle that I like too much. The MTAR is pretty good. I don't even use a secondary with that class. I just use the MTAR with 3 attachments. Another thing that bugs me, one huge thing that I've heard every single person complain about, is that you can only have 10 slots. I think that's kind of garbage. Even after you prestige, you can get another class, but you still only have 10 slots to fill up, which I don't really get, because you'd think with all these, you know, all the you can get greed medals and all that stuff down at the bottom, the 3 layers you can get. You'd think with being able to have 3 of those, you'd be able to have more than 10 slots, but I guess not, unless it's, you know, you have to get to like 100th prestige or something to get them. But I've already prestiged. I'm on my 2nd prestige now, and I haven't got any extra slots. The only thing you can get is an extra class, just like all the other games. Which I do like. I do like the extra classes, but I don't feel like this. I don't feel like if you only have 10 slots, I mean, it's not really gonna do a whole lot. What else? There's a lot of server issues so far. I know the game's still new, so it's probably gonna have a few server issues. Because I know as soon as I bought the game, came over and played one game of Team Deathmatch on Core, and the server crashed. Well, my buddy had just picked it up because we were going to play together, and he hadn't got it, so he was going home from work to pick it up. He picked it up, and as soon as he got home, it had crashed, and I texted him, and he couldn't believe that it crashed. And then we finally, once the server was back up and running like an hour later, we looked, and there was like, I don't know, 2 million something people on playing, which is pretty crazy, because normally, I mean, like last was MW3 when that came out. We went to the midnight release, and that next day was early in the morning, 3 o'clock a.m. in the morning the next day. But I mean, there was only 650,000 people or something on. You know, this one already had over 1 million the next day, so that's pretty nice. I mean, it's nice that the game's selling that much, because I'm a huge Call of Duty fan. I mean, I have Call of Duty. Let me show you. MW3 Call of Duty hoodie, $60. Cause I fucking rock that shit. Yeah, I'm a huge Call of Duty fan. But it's weird because I started playing, you know, first-person shooters. I started playing Counter-Strike on the computer. I had Ghostmouth Zach 666 or 566 or Ghostmouth Zach 56 on YouTube. Check out his channel. He's got a lot of good reviews. Especially if you like the older game scene. He's got pretty much every console that you could even think of that's been made. I mean, it's crazy. So he's got a lot of good reviews. And he also does what I do and just talk about random things, which is, I don't know about you guys, I like watching YouTube videos where people just sit around and talk about what the hell they did. Because I like to know that I'm not the only one that does nothing. I just sit at home and just, like, I don't know, smoke cigarettes, drink beer. And then on the weeks I have my son, obviously I do stuff, but, you know, every other week I'm free, and, you know, my wife works a lot, so a lot of times I'm home by myself just doing random things. Like, I'll either be playing Call of Duty, or like playing with my 2 stupid dogs. But other than that, I don't really do a whole lot. Like today I'm going home, it's 3 o'clock, I've been off work for like an hour and a half. So I've been driving back the whole time Baltimore area working. So drove back, was stuck in traffic. It's 3 o'clock. I'll probably be home by like 3:30. Play with the dogs for like a half hour, and then probably end up picking my buddy up. I'll probably come back and play Call of Duty. By the way, I have the coolest wife ever. She gets me every birthday, which my birthday is actually tomorrow. I already had my party this past weekend though. Yeah, my my birthday's tomorrow. Well, she already gave me all of her presents, and every year she gets me a Call of Duty hat, either a beanie or a hat, depending on what kind of style I'm rocking that year. Or she usually gets me a hoodie or a t-shirt, usually a t-shirt and a hat. And see, that was awesome. Except this year she got me a t-shirt, a hat, and then also a new controller, because my controller, I have the very first Xbox 360 arcade model that ever came out. I've had that for since the second week Xbox 360 even came out with that arcade model. It's the most base edition you can even get, so I had to go out and I bought a 60 gigabyte hard drive for it. Pretty soon, if it doesn't die soon, I'm gonna have to get an external hard drive, because I've got pretty much all the memory filled up. I've got my cloud games filled up, the little kind of connected USB, well, not USB, but connector memory card, I've got that filled up, and then my 60 gigabytes are almost all filled up. But I don't really have much on there. It's mainly all filled up because I download all my games to my Xbox. I've had problems. I don't know if it's a major problem or not. I've had my Xbox where it doesn't. I've had the Xbox fall over before and get the circle scratches. But my Xbox recently just started doing this thing where out of nowhere it'll just say disk error, and normally my game, my Black Ops 2 game, hasn't even left my Xbox since I bought it. It's been the only thing that's even been inside of my Xbox since I bought it. So, I know it's not because the Xbox is getting thrown around or anything, and my Xbox now is laying down on its side, and it's underneath of an entertainment center. So I know it can't be getting thrown around or anything. So the only thing I could think of is maybe while I'm getting circle scratches on games, while I'm playing them, is maybe the laser on it is bent down or something. It's bending far enough down that it's scratching it. I'm not sure, but it only happens once in a while, which is the weird thing. It'll happen one time while I'm playing in the middle of a game, and then it won't happen for months. So I don't know what that's about, but I feel like I'm gonna have to end up getting a new Xbox here within the next year or something. I'm probably gonna try and wait till the new one comes out. I've heard that one. I've heard it's gonna be pretty nice. I've also heard it's not supposed to be called the Xbox 720 or whatever. It's not supposed to call it. It actually looks pretty nice from their how you want to call it, I guess, future pictures of what it's supposed to look like. It looks pretty nice. It is supposed to have Blu-ray finally, and I actually think it's also supposed to have wireless internet connection. So it's nice, but at the same time, I usually have mine completely hardwired, because I have a wireless adapter that I got when I originally first got the Xbox, and even though it works fine, but it gets a little more lag than if they're hardwired. I mean, nonstop, I have, whatever the full bars is, 5 bars or 4 bars for Xbox connection. I mean, I have that 24/7. It never drops a bar, because I don't have too much running on my internet, besides my phone, my wife's phone, and then our one computer. There's nothing else running on it, so I don't really have a slow connection ever. So yeah, other than that, I'm gonna get out of here because I'm about to hit some major traffic, and so I'll put up another video, I don't know, maybe later when I'm done gaming. Alright guys, remember, subscribe, like my videos, and check out Ghostmouth Zach56, I believe. If not, I'll double check and post in my next video. Sorry Zach.